It's the Kelzhoop Players Club.
What's going on, y'all? It's the Kelzhoop Players Club, and we back at it. And today I have a special person here. Someone I call my sister, teammate, the whole nine. Miss Alexis Hart from Cleveland, Columbus, or whatever she's from, as she calls it. And today we're gonna chop it up, get down to it, kind of learn what we learned from one another throughout the course of our careers and everything that we accomplished together and apart. So what's up, Flex?
What's up?
How you doing?
Girl, I'm tired. I'm miserable. I miss basketball.
Yeah, so like I brought you on the show from a different perspective of you've obviously been through so much to get where you are now.
Mm-hmm.
Talk about where you started at. So you're originally from Cleveland.
So I started playing basketball when I was like in the 7th grade because I wasn't old enough to play for the middle school yet. So I played in the church league with my uncle. I did that for about 3 years. Then I finally started playing with the school, and that kind of, transpired to people starting to realize that my height, because I wasn't
and your height held value.
Yeah, but I was, before I wasn't strong enough to like shoot or do layups, not really. So I had like guard skills, but I was tall.
Yeah.
Then eventually hit that growth spurt, got taller than everybody, so I had to start developing big girl moves, and I kind of caught on quick. So that's when I met Ortney Bryant. Started working with him.
That was the days battling against Shaw in them AU tournaments.
Yeah, we finally won against y'all after. But yeah, played with him. Then came to play with you in all Ohio.
So talk about that though. Talk about that jump from Cleveland, Columbus. Like, how did it happen? Why did it happen? Like, did you do it for your career? Did you do it for your passion for the game? Like, what was the move for?
So playing with Ortney, we went to like good tournaments and stuff, but we was always going to the same tournaments. And it was like each year we kept moving up, playing up, and it was just like it was time for a change. Some people was asking me to come play with them, and then I was like, well, nah, I'm gonna be loyal because I've been with him forever. And then come to find out, we met JB. I don't remember what tournament it was, but come to find out, him and my mom knew each other from way back in the day.
Yeah.
They grew up with each other, so then that's when I started playing with JB.
So like, what went into knowing that we was able to play at a high level in that EYBL circuit and that AU circuit, and we had kind of reached a peak where we were kind of one of those groups, that 2014 class, the entire class, was a lot of many amazing players that came out of that class. What do you think held us together, like all of us?
So I think just like over the course of time, like we just got real close, and then all the stuff that we went through together is just like,
we took some. It was crazy how it all happened for me, because no one had really known how long we've known each other, and everybody naturally assumed that it was like course to happen. Like, no, this is like naturally happened. There wasn't any like plan, we're gonna do this, we're gonna do that. It kind of happened that way. So although we went to Ohio State together, why did you choose Ohio State?
I kind of didn't want to be too far from home. Yeah. And then also did it based off my major.
I know you're a mother's child, I know. I'm joking, go ahead.
No, but it's just a lot. I did a lot of research and just was just like, I don't want to be at a school where I just feel like I'm not contributing in a way.
And you get lost.
And I didn't want to go to like any big schools. Ohio State is a big school, but not really, because they was in a start over process, but I just didn't want to just be in a situation where it's like I felt like my talent was being wasted.
Yeah. So like, you talk about like the chemistry that we had and everything we had going through. What was the toughest part down the stretch of your career at Ohio State?
I just think like when it came time to like tournament time, I just felt like, not saying that we were tired or anything, but it just felt like we just couldn't like click. Like throughout the whole regular season, like everything was clicking. Like we was finding.
We got used to the regular season, I think. So you right.
Yeah. So
and
I just think
time to get to the tournament, that kind of like
we really didn't prepare
switch.
for like tournament. It just felt like more we was still in like regular season. So I mean, we made our stretches. We got to the Sweet 16.
Yeah. So you know when you get in college, like I don't care what nobody said, when you get in college and you get set into a role, like a lot of times, and this goes to like mental health, like depression, kind of like a lot of people don't know like what college athletes experience. You kind of get set into a role where you just going with the flow. You don't get a chance to express anything that you possibly feel, and after a while, kind of hold on to it, and it's just like leaning on your shoulders to me. You know what I'm saying? So like, with that being said, we graduate from Ohio State. We leave Ohio State. What was the chain of events for you going from college athletics to professional basketball?
So,
like, how did it make you feel?
I just felt like everyone knows, like freshman, sophomore year, I got like thrown into the starting position spot.
Yeah, we kind of.
And I kind of made a name for myself.
Yeah.
Doing that, like rebounding, blocking shots, which most people knew me for blocking shots. But it's just like those last 2 years, it was just like I had to
go the extra mile.
Yeah, and I had to change because it was just like, okay, like when I do play professional, I might not play the 5. So I got to be able to develop the outside game. And which is what I feel like I did. You know, I got comfortable.
A little bit more comfortable than usual.
Yeah, so it was just like trying to play that outside position role to where it was just like, dang. And then with having not to start, to come off the bench, kind of changed like my whole mindset. Because now I'm like, well, dang, what did I do wrong?
Yeah.
Like, I did everything you asked me to do. I go the extra mile. And it's just like, wow, so now my mindset is like totally different than what it was coming in. So from college to professional, I didn't get drafted, but I got picked up by the Atlanta Dream through free agency. Got to training camp, and it was just like my mindset wasn't there. Like, I was physically there, but I wasn't mentally there.
So things didn't work out with Atlanta Dream.
So I came home. I actually left the day before we had our first.
I cried when you didn't get drafted, by the way. Just so you know that.
Yeah, it was a tough one. I mean,
it's tough because I see, when I look at you, I see like a person that can like obviously do what they want in life, like on and off the court. So like knowing that how close you are in our bond and our sisterhood that we have, like I legit felt bad for. Like I was sad with you.
Well, I was there like when they said Kelsey, I said, "Yep, that's my dog." That's my thought. But I mean, like, after a while, I was just like, all right, let me go here in training camp, you know.
Try to do your best.
Do what I do best. And I was, like, getting good, like, reports from the coaches, from, like, the team and everything. It was just that mental stage of college that, like, those last 2 years just, like, messed me up mentally to where, like, I just was, like, I don't know, like, I was somewhere else.
Yeah. The mental part of, like, sport is what people don't understand. You got so many people on the outside looking in. It's going to tell you how it should be done, what your mentality should be, how to operate as a student athlete, how to operate as a professional. And people don't, like, the chessboard is so big that you can't even figure out where your piece is a lot of times when it comes to the mental aspect of the game. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, so,
it's
like,
crazy.
I came home, you know, went through that whole, like, I don't want to do nothing stage.
Yeah.
You could say it was somewhat of depression. I wasn't deeply depressed, but I was just upset. So I'm like, I could be in a WNBA right now. It's just that I just felt like mentally, I kind of messed myself up. Yeah. But, you know, I got a chance to go overseas. I went to Israel.
So how was that, your first one?
Israel, first year. Kind of still mentally messed up, though.
Yeah.
But trying to get out of it slowly. Let's see. I didn't really do bad. I still was like trying to get over that hump of being like I found myself again. Yeah. But I was still searching, so
I'm still searching.
I got, what was it? I want to say in December went to the office with the managers. He was like, well, we're gonna let you go at the end of the month, and it has nothing to do with your talent or nothing like that. We just want to go a different direction. So I took that, and I was like mentally frustrated again, because I'm like, all right, I got this college stuff I'm dealing with, then I get cut in the WNBA. Now y'all trying to let me go. So it was like,
so like them bumps, like they hurt you like to your core. Like
yeah,
it make you like you feel as a person, even as of like everything you work for. Like, how is this happening? Why is it happening? You gotta take a look in the mirror to like, what am I doing wrong? Like,
so
where are you better at?
The next game we had, I didn't do well. So then I'm like, I gotta be able to redeem myself. So the following game we had, I ended up scoring like 26 points. Had like 8 rebounds, 6 blocks. However, whatever the sheet goes.
Yeah.
End up doing so good that they end up keeping me. And just from there.
Do you think that pressure of like I have to do well to stay on like kind of like made you like turn that page and go to another level?
Yeah, like it was just like I had to prove that I can actually like be here.
Yeah.
So got over that hump somewhat. And I'm like, okay, I got to keep this rhythm going. You know, next game, did well. We ended up losing in overtime. But just kept trying to fight. And then we ended up playing your teammate, Victoria. And that's when I had, like, I don't know if I was having a mental breakdown, but it was just like, still, I'm like physically there, but I'm really not there. And didn't do too good that game. And they called me into the office again, and that's when they let me go.
Because after that, you went to Turkey, right?
I went to Turkey.
Because I saw you in Turkey.
Yeah. So went to Turkey, played with Izmit. Kind of still like going over the like little hump. Had to learn new plays. They had like a thick packet of plays that they just gave me and was like, here, learn them. I'm like, so now I'm in this little apartment. And I'm just sitting there reading these pages, and I'm like,
how you gonna get this? Like,
how am I supposed to remember this stuff?
It's a crazy thing of like, why I brought you on here is to show like everything. Like, we start here, and like I'm still here with you. Like we start together, and like life just kind of happens. I was listening to like a podcast with like a motivational speaker, Inky Johnson, and he was just talking about he saw a homeless guy in the box. So he was like, what you think got him there? And the guy, the young pup that he was talking to, didn't really know. And so in short, he said life kind of just happens. Yeah. And like a lot of times when it comes to our careers and our ability to play sport, it's so much that go into it that makes you like think and wonder like, how am I supposed to get through this? Like, and reality is that this is life. Life just kind of happens. So like that's why I brought you on the podcast in general, to show all the bumps and bruises that you went through to get to the point where you're a professional. And you played in Germany. Yes. You know what I'm saying? So you 2019 up until 2020-ish, before the COVID happened, you playing in Germany, you still professional, and you can say that you got through all that, and you can still say that I'm making money by playing basketball. You know? Yeah. I got over the hump. Finally got over that hump over the summer. Played in like this little semi-professional. Yeah. And I also played in a rec league with some people that I knew, so I was staying busy, and then like it just like that like flip of a switch like finally flicked, and I'm just like, where was you at when I needed you? Like, so God, what you doing? I got to Germany, and I just was just like, I'm about to show people what I'm really about. Try to get my name out there. Like, cause that's what's crazy. Like, I learned so much from like journeys like yours, because like it turned as quick as you can flip a switch. Like it's like just as quick as you had is as quick as it's over. Like that's it. So now you're professional. You played in Germany, and we here now. So if you had to say, what kind of advice would you give to younger people or people that have gone through journeys similar to yours? What's your advice knowing that everything you endured and you here now?
I would just tell them like, don't quit. Like, keep fighting as much as you can. Like, you're gonna go through times where it's going good, it's going bad, it's going okay. Yeah. So you're gonna get the bad and the ugly, but the part that you need to focus more on is, do you really want it as much as the next person? Yeah. And are you willing to fight as hard as the next person?
So like when it's all said and done and the ball stopped bouncing for you, what do you want your legacy to be? What do you want it to be built on?
Just like hard work and just like never giving up. Yeah. Just keep trying to go as far as I can. Shoot, might be 50 and still playing basketball.
Right. That's amazing though, because a lot of times people just get to a point where it's over, it's done.
Yeah, I played with somebody in Germany. She was 43.
Yeah, I played with a couple of older pups too.
She had went through breast cancer, and had kids, and it was just like, wow, like, yeah, being able to do that and hear her story, just like even like sparked the like another side of me. Like just wanted you to keep going for like the people who,
because you think you're not even going through it. Like you think your path is the only path that's one like that's been like stopped, limited. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of people don't understand that you're not the only one. So I want to thank you first for coming on the show. The Kelzhoop Players Club podcast is one of those things where, like I said, I want to broadcast people's stories, making a part of my own, and we bounce them off one another. And I want to also thank Norma Crispin for coming on and helping me establish the Kelzhoop Players Club and everything that we're trying to do. We're trying to change lives. So stay tuned, stay blessed, and look forward to this episode with Flex, my dog. Peace.